Hi, it's Annie again. Welcome to the Walking Word as we do the Bible in a year. Today we're reading Genesis 7. Okay. Then the Lord said to Noah, "Go into the ark, and you and all your household, for you alone in this age have I found to be truly just." Just also means righteous, yeah? Righteous means in right standing with God. Okay. Of every clean animal, take with you 7 pairs. Previously, you remember in chapter 6, we saw him, the instructions were take male and female of every kind. Now, God becomes more specific. The closer you walk with God, the more specific he becomes. So here it goes. Of every clean animal, take with you 7 pairs, a male and its mate. And of the unclean animals, so they're clean animals and then unclean animals, and we'll learn about that later in the laws and as God reveals the laws to Moses. But let's continue. Of every clean animal, take with you 7 pairs, a male and its mate, and of the unclean animals, 1 pair, a male and its mate. Likewise, of every clean bird of the air, 7 pairs, a male and its mate, a female. And of all unclean birds, 1 pair, a male and a female. Thus you will keep their issue alive over all the earth. So God is already thinking of the earth to come. 7 days from now, I will bring a rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And so I will wipe out from the surface of the earth every moving creature that I have made. Noah did just as the Lord had commanded him. The great flood now comes. Noah was 600 years old when the flood waters came upon the earth. 600. Together with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives, Noah went into the ark because the waters of the flood, of the clean animals and the clean animals, of the birds and of everything that creeps on the ground, two by two, male and female, entered the ark with Noah, just as the Lord commanded him. As soon as the 7 days were over, the waters of the flood came upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month of the 17th day of the month, it was on the day that the fountains of the great abyss burst forth, and the floodgates of the sky were opened. I'm just wondering, by this time, the wicked people on the earth, and they finding it funny that why is Noah walking in with lions into an ark, with snakes and giraffes, with that's how much lawlessness blinds us. Let's continue. For 40 days and 40 nights, heavy rain poured on the earth. On the precise day named, God's word must do that which it is sent out to do. On the precise day named, Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Noah's wife, and their 3 wives of Noah's sons had entered the ark, together with every kind of wild beast, every kind of domestic animal, every kind of creeping thing of the earth, every kind of bird, pairs of all creatures in which there was breath of life, entered the ark with Noah. Those that entered were male and female, and of all species they came, as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord shut him in. Once they were in, it's the Lord Himself who shut the doors. The flood continued upon the earth for 40 days. As the waters increased, they lifted the ark so that it rose above the earth. The swelling waters increased greatly, but the ark floated on the surface of the waters. Higher and higher above the earth rose the waters, until all the highest mountains everywhere were submerged, the crest rising 15 cubits higher than the submerged mountains. All creatures that stirred on earth perished, birds, cattle, wild animals, and all that swarmed on the earth, as well as all mankind. Everything on dry land with the faintest of breath of life in its nostril died out. Man and cattle, the creeping things and the birds of the air, all were wiped out from the earth. Only Noah and those with him in the ark were left. We continue Genesis chapter 8 in the next one.